when we started talking about multimodal databases, it was a few years ago actually, the NoSQL world was very focused on single models. I mean, almost all the players developed single model databases, graph databases, document databases, and so on. Also, the adopters, developers, and companies that use these technologies did it for the first time. So they did not have a feeling of the limitations of having a single model. Now, after a few years, the limitations are clear. I mean, it's clear that having multiple moving parts, multiple models on single different systems brings to problems. So our message about multimodal is being every day more accepted and easier to understand for developers and for companies. And also, I have to say that after a while, also all other players in the market that were focused on a single model are starting to use the multimodal word. So this is a good acknowledgement for us. Yeah, I'll say that you are a little bit more free compared to the first generation. I mean, you're not forced to do all the technological choices at the beginning. You have some margin to change your approach. You have the flexibility that is, in my opinion, is the first and main advantage of NoSQL in general. I mean, not being limited to fixed structures, to tables, and so on. You have agile tools. And this is what remains from first generation NoSQL. But you have the freedom to change models. That is one step forward, of course. I think it's part of a revolution. Denying something is the best way to let people hear your voice. So saying no SQL, where SQL was obvious, was a revolution. But right now, talking about NoSQL does not make sense anymore, in my opinion. I mean, people do distinctions, NoSQL, not only SQL, new SQL. I mean, let's talk about data models. Do you need a graph? You need a graph model. Do you need a document, a schemaless? You need a document model. Do you want to mix them together? You have multimodal. Let's talk about consistency. Let's talk about CAP theorem and all the rest. Okay. But that's specific things. I think the revolutionary phase is finished. Now we are on an evolutionary phase. It's having multiple alternatives allows you to start from the business model, not from the data model, not from the constraints of the data model. So you can concentrate on your application layer, your business model, business layers, and so on. You have object-oriented, you have object context in the database. You do not have to find a way to represent them. It's more natural. So it's easier to develop that way. There were many amazing talks. I enjoyed a lot to talk about Halo. It was really fantastic. I also enjoyed other talks. The last talk I saw from Amira Lakal was definitely a good talk. I mean, she's a very good speaker. And I enjoyed the whole quality of the conference. I know this is the first edition, and I have to congratulate. This is definitely an awesome conference.